Look at this ad. Most Facebook advertisers would look at this ad and say, oh my God, that looks like a complete disaster. It's the kind of creative that would get roasted on a Facebook advertiser's group chat or something like that. It looks like something a teenager did back in 2010. But this disaster actually generated $72,000 in revenue in just 5 days for a multi-million-dollar DTC brand. In this video, I'm going to show you the art of creating ugly ads that sell tremendously well. Some of these ugly ads have outperformed really nice looking, perfectly branded, beautiful creative. So without further ado, let's dive in. Welcome to your class. Okay guys, so welcome to our Melanote board for today. This is the case study of how to craft ugly ads that sell beautifully, right? In this video, we will look into real case studies. Like we actually have looked into this. We created some of these ads and they performed quite well. I will be giving you 7 headline formulas guaranteed to increase your ads conversion, like click-through rate, which is vital to this type of funnel, and high-performing visual elements that you can easily incorporate into any ad to make it just perform a lot better than what it's actually performing right now, okay? So let's talk about these ugly ads just briefly. These ugly ads are called clickbait ads, and clickbait ads are basically a type of ad that originated in native advertising. What is native advertising? Native advertising are those like ads that you see on CNN.com or like any news website, for example, that are like shady, weird looking ads that might give you trypophobia or something of that sort, right? Now, these ads work well sometimes. They will work, they work really well, specifically at creating curiosity, right? And just harvesting it really quickly and effectively. So the reason why that is because these types of ads use what we call an open loop. An open loop is just a technique that doesn't give away the entire message of the ad. It kind of like teases you. So what this creates is it sparks the need for someone to close the loop, right? And this is very impulsive. So these ads will get you in like a very reptilian state of mind and will get you to maybe impulse buy. So that's why they really work. They play with your brain and they get you to click, and they kind of like, if you pair this with a really good landing page, you will see incredible results, as we're going to see in a second, right? So the pros of this is that these type of ads have extremely low cost per click. So if you have really low cost per click, you have a ton of extra traffic. And as I said, if you have a proven landing page, that just means that you're going to get more money, right? With lower clicks. So more traffic to a landing page that converts at a certain ratio, that's just like guaranteed more money with the same effort. I love them because they're easy to produce at volume. We're going to see that they're quite easy to iterate. They're quite simple, low effort and high reward. You can just whip up tons of these, especially with AI. You can do a lot really quickly. It's a highly scalable strategy, which is really cool. Cons: if you do them wrong, you can get crappy traffic. One of the bad things that can happen is that you overpromise. Your claims are too over the top. The image is way too, it can even be like grotesque or disgusting. So you need to kind of like find, the limits. You need to test the limits for these type of ads, because if you're getting a ton, you can also get a ton of traffic, but it's gonna be people that are just like, yeah, they're not interested in the solution, which is your product, right? So you need to be careful there, when you're crafting these, and they do need a very good landing page to work. So as I said, if you have like a proven landing page, this is a really good test that you can try. Okay. So right here, I have 4 top performers for a brand that sells rejuvenating skincare. And you will see here that there are several patterns that just work for them. Okay. So, and you can also see that this is, I mean, honestly, this is just like massive. They are spending a ton of money on these ads, on target ROAS, and it's just, they're quite simple, right? Like some of these images, they are like Photoshop edits, or they're like mid-journey AI imagery, right? And it's so easy to create them. Like, look at this. It's just like they remove the eye bags. What I'm recommending. So there are patterns here. There are comparisons that you can easily achieve a comparison on the same face. Again, the same elements are repeated throughout every single ad. So as you can see here, we're looking at a kind of like a thread of iterations of the same concept, and every single one of them makes money, right? Now, this is because there are several elements here playing that will, I don't know, it doesn't matter if the ad is beautiful. If you get these elements right, you will, sell. So one common thing that we see work for this type of ads is just grab something, whether it's like an illustration or a kind of like an AI picture, or just a simple picture of products, and just compare them. Like just do UGC photos of your iPhone, put them on a comparison format, just put them there. Don't give too much away. That's the key. None of these ads is telling people like this is what I'm recommending. But yeah, but you're not even mentioning the products, right? You're simply, you're creating an open loop. And you're suggesting, what you're insinuating is, what I recommend to my patients will get you, this is my recommendation for you to transform your eyes, right? To get rid of those wrinkles. Um, in the same way, we have a comparison here. This is more bottom of the funnel for people who actually know uh, these brands, and like we compared this to see which one is best, because people have also, like nowadays, there's so much information that just solving that is like you're solving a problem for them if you do this. Like, I compared these, and this is what really worked for us. Again, this ad produced like $72,000 in just like 5 days, which was like super crazy. And yeah, I mean, that just continues to perform really well. There are some elements that we have tested thoroughly that will increase performance. And I mean, there's a list. We're going to go through it just quickly. But also, I think the key, most important one is this one, which is like you need to advertise from a personal handle. This has been probably the largest factor to success when we run this type of funnel, because, and this could be, I don't know, just an influencer or one of your friends or whoever, or your own personal handle, and you can just advertise through it. This will do two things. It obviously creates authenticity, so that people actually believe you, and that's why they will end up clicking. It all plays really nicely. It integrates really nicely, but at the same time, specific handles like Facebook accounts or Instagram accounts will actually give you like much lower CPMs. So I suggest that you test several of these, and until you find one that gives you really low CPMs, and that is just like another boost. So you're dropping cost per click from the handle side, and you're dropping cost per click on the actual ad creative side, and that just gives you tremendously low cost per clicks and better performance. What other thing we've seen work? AI transformations, as we saw, like this kind of thing. It's super easy to do with Mid-Journey, with many products. Like if you're into, I don't know, if you're into landscaping, before and after of a garden, right? So just like before and afters, without saying it's a before and after, that you just show it. Don't tell it, because you don't want to say too much, because you want to create an open loop, right? Another thing that works really well is red circles. Why? I have no idea. We've even placed red circles in places where it makes no sense. Like, we've even placed it on the nails instead of the names of the product, and they still work better. I think it's just a reaction. Like, we really looked into this thoroughly, I would say. So try red circles in your ads. Try the product in your hand. If if it's a product that fits in your hand, try that. This usually outperforms just the picture of a product on the table or whatever. Grid layouts. Again, I have no, like, I think that this just creates an open loop. Like, okay, who is this person and what are these things? So, like, I need to know more. Boom. So you end up clicking open loop creator, those grids. Solid color backgrounds. These work really well because it's very similar to what you see on Facebook or on Instagram on your feed, right? So you're scrolling there and you see like a lot of regular pictures. Nowadays, I see a lot of UGC, a lot of reels. But then if you see something like this, people will stop. It's like, it's very ugly, but it's good at stopping the scroll. So try solid color backgrounds. Simple black lettering on top of a white band. We've tested black band versus other types of things, but this one outperforms. When you do uh, black lettering on top of the white band. Centered layout, that one usually performs better than on the sides. Arrows also perform well, similar to the red circles. This year versus last year, as you can see, because people always want to be like on the trend for this year. Infographics, like way up. I followed this account on ad library and foreplay, and it's really good at what they do, and it's a lot of this, right? It's this style of thing. They kind of like, again, this is an open loop. What I'm recommending to my patients in 2024, this is all of the problem. So you're never giving them the solution, therefore they need to click and just consume everything, right? And yeah, open-ended questions too. So those are very natural things. Grab some of those elements and try them out in your ads, and you will for sure see an increase in click-through rate and a decrease in cost per click. There are some copy formulas that I find that work really well time and time again. So you can just give these a go, feed them to ChatGPT or to Claude, and yeah, just try them out. I think these are like super good. Number one is a solution teaser. This is how XYZ, like this is how Avatar can solve the product, right? So this is how parents can relieve stress throughout the day, for example. This is how designers can make more money with your client. So this is how Avatar can solve this problem. Another classic is the listicle. So 3 things you need to know about, I don't know, aging skin. So that is another headline that will usually work really well. Again, you're not saying the actual things, but you're saying, hey, you need to know this if this is your problem. So again, like curiosity and open loops. The FOMO one, these weird trick changed the way I did skincare, right? Changed this weird trick changed my skincare routine forever. Oh my God, what's that weird trick, right? This weird trick, uh, I don't know, fixed my skin, my breakouts. Boom, same thing, right? What's the trick? So open loop, transformation teaser. This is what happens if you XYZ. That one's a classic as well. This is why you're not seeing an ROI on your marketing. This is what happens if you don't use sunscreen on your neck. Oh my God, I need to see what happens, right? So like I need to know, why am I not getting the results? So like same thing there. The unbiased comparison, the 5 best uh, wireless headphones of 2025. That one is like an evergreen one. It will last you the entire year, and you can just use it a ton. That was like a war horse headline that I've used time and time again throughout the entire year. Super easy to refresh as well. Piggybacking on other, on kind of like famous celebrities or entities. We had this one client where this person had been in a beauty pageant in Miss America. So we piggybacked off of that a lot, right? And she was giving beauty tips. So the skincare, I don't know, it's Miss America uh, 2020 winner shares her entire skincare routine. Like that is something many people would like to click, right? So you go in and you want to just consume that. And then professional advice. If you manage to grab a personal account from a respected professional, this is great. What I'm recommending to my XYZ, to my avatar in 2025. So again, these formulas are just classic clickbait ads formulas. You will not overdo it if you do like these are very safe and very effective, and these are some really nice elements. What would I do if I were you? If I were any brand, I would go ahead and create some sort of listicle page, super simple, or a comparison page of you versus your competitor, or why is your product better than the other ones. Craft 5 of these with just simple pictures or mid-journey prompts and give this a go. I think that if you do that, you will start learning a lot of things about what specific problem your avatar wants to solve with your product, and you're going to gain insights into what gets them into this impulse buy behavior. I hope this was helpful. Let me know if you have any questions or comments. I would love to hear from you guys to see what other type of content uh, you want to see here. And yeah, see you on the next one. Cheers.